Good morning. Thanks for coming. Welcome. No tunes this morning because we've got the magical music of the rain going on outside. Today we're going to talk about feelings. What's it feel like to be a comedian, Sue? I'm glad you asked because I'm going to talk about what it feels like to be a comedian. We're also going to talk about orgasms. And at the end of this episode, I'm going to do one of my favorite comedy bits. Spoiler alert, the comedy bit is about orgasms. My name's Sue. I'm an alcoholic. My name's Liam. I'm a drug addict. I drank and used for 25 years. I've been clean and sober for 18. We're just here to make suggestions. If you like anything we're doing, hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to be notified about upcoming content, hit the bell button. You said you'd tell me what it feels like to be a comedian, Sue. It's awesome and brutal, but usually it's something kind of in between. Tell me about the best comedy show you ever had. I hit the stage. I'm prepared and the perfect audience is there. We click right out of the gate and then it's like an effortless ride of me and hundreds of people and I get to drive the bus. It feels like a 45-minute orgasm. What's an orgasm? Imagine the very best meal that you ever had. Tuna in one hand and a bowl of cream in the other. Let's try something different. It's like making the game-winning touchdown with one hand and winning a jackpot with the other hand. And every single cell in your body is exploding like fireworks. Oh my gosh, that sounds intense. There's adrenaline and there's serotonin and there's endorphins. And it's not over when the show's over. It takes me hours to come down from that. I finish my set and I go sit down and I politely smile on the outside and I laugh at jokes when it's appropriate while I'm watching the other guy's show. But on the inside of my head, I am exploding with gratitude. Thank you, Lord. 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 That's how they usually start out. Then I talk myself down a little bit to where I can be specific in my prayers. Thank you for that show. Thank you for the opportunities. Thank you for bringing the perfect audience. Thank you for the strength and the courage and the experience to bring my part of the show. And then I usually try to go out of myself for a little bit. God bless the people who have sucky jobs. And God bless this next guy. And thank you, Lord, that his set's going really well, so we get to keep riding the joy wave in this room. Why don't you just not suck and make all the shows awesome? I would if I could, but a lot of it's out of my control. Life on life's terms. All I can do is bring my best and hope for the best. What do you do with a show that's brutal? That one I can tell you about a specific show, and it sucked hard. I started with the same joke that I've opened probably 100 shows before with, and it's successful. This time I can feel it. That joke bombs. We're not clicking. We are not going to be enjoying 45 minutes together. We're going to be enduring 45 minutes together. But I'm still jacked on adrenaline. Icky case, when the feelings aren't great, it's a fight or flight thing. So I have to fight everything inside of me to keep from running off the stage and quitting comedy forever. It's like I've got the tuna in one hand and a bowl of cream in the other, but the tuna's spoiled and the cream is curdled, and I get to eat it anyway, in front of a room full of people, and act like I love it. That sounds so fake. It feels fake. It is totally a fake it till you make it. Sometimes you don't like what the feelings are, and you just have to fake it till you make it. So I ate my stinky fish and I ate my curdled cream. I left the stage and sat down. Began what is my ritual whenever a show doesn't go exactly according to my plans. I smile on the outside and I laugh where it's appropriate at the other guy's jokes. And on the inside, my brain goes crazy with lies and toxic thought. Like what? Oh my gosh, that sucked. What did I do wrong? What's wrong with these people? I made a horrible career choice. Leave this career and find some other kind of job. I'll starve to death. I can't do anything else. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with these people? What's wrong with me? Why do they hate me? Why do I hate them right now? Whose fault is this? I am so mad right now. It's just a mix of all kinds of toxic emotions. What do you do with all that? Same thing I do with the happy overload feelings. I have to go to God and talk myself down. And it starts with gratitude. What do you have to be grateful with that shit show? Thank God it's over. Thank you, Lord, that not every show is like that. Thank you that those are few and far between. Thank you that this guy's show is going well, so everybody can get on with their lives and the whole night wasn't a bust for everyone. Thank you that feelings are temporary. This sour feeling is not the end of the world. That sounds unpleasant, but not brutal. Oh, that wasn't the end of the story at all. Because I'm sitting there trying to do my little decompress, talk myself down ritual, and a guy from the audience comes back and sits down next to me, I think because he wants to comfort me. He is super drunk, and he's spraying beer on the side of my face because he's got no volume control. And he's spilling his beer all over this. Every word out of his drunk mouth is like knives going into my side when I already feel like I'm bleeding out from this sucky show. Like what? What does he say? You didn't do very good. You just need to practice. Oh my gosh. I got a good joke for you and you can use it in your show. Oh my gosh, make him shut up. That's exactly what I was thinking. Oh God, please make it stop, make it stop. The worst one was, so is that your first time doing comedy? Are you freaking kidding me? Up to this point, I've been trying to be compassionate because clearly he's got some drinking problems of his own to deal with. And the knife that he plunged into my face with that one, now I've got no compassion and I feel like sticking him in the side of the head with it. That does sound brutal. What did you do? Stand up from this guy, politely excuse myself to the bathroom, and then I sat somewhere else when I came back. Then you resumed your prayer and gratitude, right? Thank you, Lord, for giving me the peace of mind to get up and go to the bathroom. Thank you for a new quiet spot that I can decompress. Thank you again for giving me the opportunities and that I can grow and learn from this one. God help me endure the rest of this guy's comedy set so I can just go back to my room, have a big fat burger and get really ugly with it all by myself. Thanks for coming. Appreciate your time. Hopefully see you next week. In my experience, feelings aren't bad or good. They just are. They're fleeting. None of them is the end of the world. But it took me a lot of practice to learn how to manage the super highs and the super lows. But most of my life is somewhere in between and a little easier to deal with. I'd like to close out with one of my favorite comedy sets. It's adult material, so if you think you might be uncomfortable with that, bye-bye, run along, see you later. If you think you can handle it, then buckle up, because here we go. It starts with kind of a public service announcement to the men who are watching. Your wife, your girlfriend, probably not going to tell you this, but the face you make when you have an orgasm is hilarious. It might look like she's getting off at the same time as you, but she's probably just biting her lip to keep from laughing out loud. I'm not telling you that to make you feel uncomfortable. If we love you, that face is intimate. It's beautiful. And if you're doing it with someone and you're not in love, don't worry about your face. Your dick's going to fall off anyway. I had a young guy come up to me after the show once, and he was kind of freaked out about that bit and said, "Is that true, what you said about our orgasm face?" I've only slept with 400 or 500 guys, so yep.